Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, June 12. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica is making investments in its labor force to prepare for the fourth industrial revolution. According to the Prime Minister, the humanness of the world of work is diminishing as automation subsumes labor input. He says Jamaica has to embrace the technological changes while protecting the labor force.
We understand that we must upskill our labor force and make the investments in creating our digital and knowledge society to compete effectively for the jobs of the future. We recognize that there is much more to be done for the Jamaican worker. However, much progress is being made within a cooperative and collaborative framework of social consensus building and respect for the human element as the center of the social contract for development.
Prime Minister Holness was addressing the 108th Centenary Conference of the International Labour Organization in Geneva, Switzerland earlier today. While in Switzerland, the Prime Minister is expected to hold a series of high-level meetings with multilateral agencies, including the World Trade Organization. He's also slated to meet with the Jamaican diaspora. Mr. Holness returns to the island tomorrow. While he's on assignment, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang is in charge of the government. In Parliament Tuesday, Dr. Chang sought and secured extensions for the zones of special operations in Mount Salem and Denham Town for an additional 60 days. As he asked the House for more time to continue the intervention, Minister Chang said both ZOSOs were recording success. Since the Mount Salem ZOSO was declared, the authorities have only recorded 3 Category 1 crimes, which include murder, shooting, rape, robbery, and break-in. Denham Town has seen a 59% overall reduction in Category 1 crimes, including 58% fewer murders.
While our ambitions are much greater than that which has been reported here, we continue to be motivated by the gains we have made so far. Likewise, as we are cognizant that the social intervention phase of the operation will be a long-term initiative, we ask that consideration be given to allowing the requisite time necessary to effect meaningful transformation and ensure the country of sustainability in the gains we have made.
The Denham Town ZOSO has been extended to August 19, while the Mount Salem operation will be in effect until September 7. Still on national security, the ministry is reporting that the Jamaica Eye National CCTV program will be fully operational by September 2019. The ministry says it continues the steady rollout of cameras while it integrates and upgrades existing Government of Jamaica camera systems. Under the 3-phase program, initial focus is on the parishes of St. James, St. Catherine, Kingston, and St. Andrew. Businesses and private citizens with camera systems outside of their homes and offices, which face public spaces, are being encouraged to register their feeds with Jamaica Eye. This can be facilitated by logging on to jamaicaeye.gov.jm or emailing jamaicaeye@mns.gov.jm. Minister Fayval Williams is asserting that the passage of the Information and Communications Technology ICT Authority Bill is critical to improving the use of technology across government. The Science, Energy and Technology Minister was piloting the bill in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. She told her colleagues that shared ICT corporate services in government would further position Jamaica as a knowledge-based and digital society.
Essentially, its purpose will be to change the way how citizens interact with the government and vice versa. Change how basic services are delivered to citizens and increase the level of efficiency in the delivery of government services through the seamless integration of digital capabilities.
The bill will also facilitate the transfer of the functions of eGov Jamaica Limited and the Office of the Chief Information Officer to the ICT Authority, which is to be established. This will in turn streamline ICT spend, drive efficiency, reduce unnecessary bureaucracy, and improve service delivery across and within ministries, departments, and agencies of government. In other news, the results of the inaugural Primary Exit Profile PEP examinations will be announced by Friday the 21st of June. Minister with Oversight for the Education Ministry, Carl Samuda, announced in yesterday's press briefing that the ministry was in the final stages of preparing the reports for release to schools. He said PEP scores would be reported using a scaled score, which allows for more accurate reporting on students' performance.
In keeping with regional and international best practices, we have moved away from reporting raw scores. It will allow for a more accurate reporting of student performance.
In addition to releasing the results to schools, Minister Samuda said parents would be provided with a student summary report on the performance of their children. This report will include each student's scale scores, placement, and interpretation of the scores. 41,617 grade 6 students sat the examination between February and April this year. Jamaica is the first country in the English-speaking Caribbean to join the Coalition of Finance Ministers for Climate Action. The Finance Ministry says Jamaica is among 30 countries to join the coalition, which was launched in April at the spring meetings of the World Bank Group and International Monetary Fund. It aims to drive stronger collective action on climate change and its impacts, using the 7 Helsinki Principles, which promote national climate action, especially through fiscal policy and the use of public finance. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says the island is engaged in a strategic approach that will enable us to apply prudent public financial management principles to disaster risk financing. And finally, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is urging the public to be vigilant when receiving potable water in light of the prevailing dry spell. The ministry's warning comes as it investigates concerns raised about the quality of drinking water distributed by private trucking companies. It says production, distribution, and water quality checks on potable domestic and commercial water are carried out weekly by public health inspectors. Persons are urged to only source water from the National Water Commission or a list of ministry-approved sources, which can be obtained from the respective parish health departments. Consumers are also encouraged to ensure the water sourced is not discolored, is free of odor or foreign matter, and where possible to do additional quality checks. If the quality of the water is in doubt, the public is advised to treat the water by boiling or adding household bleach. After bleach is added, stir and allow to stand for 30 minutes before consuming. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.